Richician.
Hey Yu-Gi-Chu! Richician 84 here, and welcome to Q&A number 111. Let's kick it off. So the first four questions are from John Cross. One, what is your favourite Yu-Gi-Oh promo from the Yu-Gi-Oh 2023 tin? Let me just think about that answer while I look through my Dark Magician deck, followed by just having a look through my Dark Magician collection. Yeah, it's obviously Dark Magician. I mean, what else was it gonna be? That was the only card I wanted out of the tin. There's actually nothing else I wanted from it. Two, any ideas what Yu-Gi-Oh stuff you will open? Well, there's nothing I actually want to open right now. There's not really anything that interests me right now. I mean, I would like to do more pack openings and stuff, but uh, again, like I've said in previous episodes, I'm trying to save up for my wedding, and I'm not working as much as I used to at the moment. I mean, I still have my job, but hours and days have been cut. Three, how is your girlfriend liking playing Yu-Gi-Oh again? She's actually my fiance now. Um, uh, yeah, she's taken a liking to it. She really loves playing Melfi's. Is very keen on Light Swarms. Um, and has been looking forward to playing um, past format Chaos Dragons. So we still have yet to have a game with those. Um, and of course, it's got to that point where she wants to play a couple of more competitive decks, Pearlies and Trap Tricks. While I currently don't have any strong opinions of Pearlies, I actually really hate that she wants to make Trap Tricks. I mean, as I've said before, I really fucking hate the archetype. It's one that I wish was never made. Like Bottomless, the fact there's multiple cards that can search it, um, Claria and Arachnacompa and Rafflesia just make it so I basically can't do anything against that deck. It's annoying. Um, It's also annoying that that deck didn't get hit on the last two ban lists, considering it's been seeing a lot of competitive play. I'm not quite sure what could get hit, but at the very least, I would love to see Rafflesia gone. Fuck that bitch. Anyway, again, that's a different story entirely. Not sure how much more we need to finish that deck anyway. Um, still don't want to deal with trap tricks like ever again. That's one of the reasons why I stopped playing in tournaments. Um, four, what are you and her gonna do on Halloween? Well, we currently don't have any Halloween plans. I mean, I don't know about her, but I don't really celebrate it anymore. Um, uh, well, I don't do any pumpkin carvings and uh, or tell spooky or exchange spooky stories with my brothers or anything like that. Um, I mean, don't get me wrong, I am still into it. I do like Halloween, don't get me wrong. It's just, um, I don't know, it's not something we just, I mean, it's not really one of those things we do a party for, like, that makes any sense. Then again, we might do something depending on what point I come down to celebrate our 2-year anniversary. um, we don't know yet if I'm gonna come down like on the day, earlier in the day, or whether I'll excuse me, come down like the evening before. If I come the evening before, then maybe we'll um, do something Halloween related, but I just don't know. Oh, excuse me. I'm still trying to get over a cough. Now I know you did ask me another question on a different video, my Coconut versus Blue Eyes game, which was um, can you special summon Red Eyes Black Dragon Sword off Waking the Dragon? Um, Now the answer to that question is no, you can't, just because of the wording where it says must be special summoned through the claw of Hermos. Um, but yeah, again, in future, like if you've got any other questions like this, can you please not post them on a video that has nothing to do with your question? Because like irrelevant comments are just really, really annoying. Like I've already said this loads and loads of times that I don't want irrelevant comments being posted on a video. That this goes for uh, everyone, by the way. Well, almost everyone. I know not everyone does it, but yeah. If you're going to comment on a video, can you please make it one about the video and not something completely irrelevant? Because I'm getting really sick and tired of this. So, yeah, so questions unrelated to the video should be posted like either through a private message or the comments section of the latest Q&A episode that gets uploaded. Like, yeah, can you please follow these simple rules? It's really not hard. Um, anyway, moving right along. Next two questions are from Matt and Alison Welch. One, just for fun and laughs, Beavis and Butthead, Ned from South Park, Special Ed from Crank Yankers, and Marty McFly from Back to the Future all have a duel against one another. I'm assuming this is a battle royale duel. Um, what decks would each of them use, and who would be left the winner? This is tough to say. Like, this sort of question is really, really difficult to answer because it's just difficult to predict. Um, like, and it just involves a lot of guesswork. Um, especially since I don't watch Beavis and Butthead and don't really watch uh, Crank Yankers videos. Um, so it's really hard to say. Um, and it also depends whether or not these would be decks and cards in real life or something completely made up. But since something completely made up would be hard to say, I'm gonna go with real life decks. Um, I mean, I feel like Ned's would be kind of easy to guess. I mean, he is a hunter like uh, Jimbo. Wait, that's the name of Stan's uncle, right? It's been a while since I've watched South Park. Um, so, um, yeah, it would it would obviously be an archetype with something involving firearms. So I would guess something like magical muskets or sky strikers. Um, Actually, maybe magical muskets feels more likely. Um, Marty McFly would probably um, play something kind of sporty, considering he rides around on a skateboard. Um, so maybe UAs, perhaps, would be my best guess. Then again, he does help out Doc Brown. Um, um, but then again, I don't know how sciencey he is compared to Doc Brown, so that's kind of hard to guess. Um, as for the other two, or other three, I should say, I really don't know. Um, um, if I had to guess with right, sorry about that. So anyway, I feel like Special Ed would probably um, play a random deck full of um, random cards that don't really complement each other. Pardon me. Um, but should kind of work, if that makes sense. Um, um, yeah, that would be my guess. Uh, really don't know about Beavis and Butthead. Um, can't think what they would play. Um, hmm. I mean, maybe my best guess would be something with female monsters. Um, uh, Considering that um, that I think they make sexual innuendos. I'm not sure. Um, I mean, it's the impression I get based off the fact that in Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged, Rex and Weevil sort of parody them. Um, I don't know. So Amazoness could be something they'd maybe play. Um, or again, Sky Strikers, I guess. Uh, yeah, it's hard to say. I'm just gonna go with Amazoness as the best guess. So now that we have that established, we have the battle royale. Um, yeah, I think because Special Ed would have the most inconsistent of the decks, he'd probably fall first, unless of course Marty bricks with UAs. Now, while UAs are incredibly annoying, bricking is a weakness. Mind you, bricking doesn't always happen. So it really could go either way, depending on whether or not he bricks. Um, what did I say Ned would play? Magical muskets. Um, so I don't know. Um, because Ned's playing magical muskets, he'd probably have a better chance. And It's hard to say with Amazon S, keeping in mind that I've not really seen them in action with their newer support. Um, so it's hard to say. Um, but it also depends whether or not Marty would get the negation going with UA Perfect Ace and Blockbacker. I think Blockbacker's the one that switches special summon monsters to defense and stops their effects going off. Um, uh, yeah, it would be tricky. But I don't see Ed and Beavis and Butthead winning this either way. Um, so yeah, if Marty bricks and loses momentum, or if Ned is somehow able to break his board, then I see Ned winning easily. Whereas if Marty doesn't, he can just slow the game down too much. Maybe OTK one or two of them, um, and take the win that way. Um, I feel like the same could be said they if they were 1v1 games against each other. Um, but as for something a deck that's made up, I don't know. Because usually in Yu-Gi-Oh animes, um, the characters play decks that are kind of based off their personalities or a kind of job or role that they have. Yeah, if that makes any sense. So Beavis and Butthead would probably have a load of like stupid, silly, immature jokes of some kind. Ned would be something involving hunters and things like that. Um, with Special Ed, I don't know. His based on the videos you've shown me, his thing seems to be prank phone calls. Um, Wait a minute, prank kids. Why didn't I think of prank kids as the real life archetype that he could play? Because yeah, that's an annoyingly easy win deck. Um, so if he plays that, he'd just beat the rest of them. Anyway, getting back on topic, there may be something involving just either pranks or just prank phone calls. That would be interesting. Whereas Marty, um, again, it would be something involving skateboarding or assisting with science experiments, maybe a time travel archetype. Um, but in that scenario, I'm really not sure who would win there. Maybe Marty would, considering like he's like one of the protagonists of the Back to the Future trilogy, whereas Ned's not really a main character. Um, and I feel like Marty would be more skilled than Ed. Um, whereas, well, Beavis and Butthead are the main characters of their own show. Um, I'm not sure they'd be a match for a heroic protagonist. Um, Yeah, in either scenario, more often than not, I would say Marty would more likely be the overall winner. Anyway, question two, finally. Like yourself, Matt and I are huge fans of Mr. Bean. We always enjoy his show and movies. Do you think he will do a third Mr. Bean movie one day? Uh, I don't know. Maybe. It's unlikely. Um, because I'm pretty sure there was one point where Rowan Atkinson wanted to retire from uh, the role, considering that Mr. Bean is uh, an immature character. Um, I think he also said never say never at one point. Not sure, but don't quote me on that. I'm not sure um, how consistent more movies would be. I mean, when did the first one come out? 1997? And I believe the Holiday one came out in 2007, so that's a 10-year gap. And it's now been uh, 16 years since that movie came out. So, um, I mean, while it would be cool to see, I'm just not holding my breath. Um, I mean, it's hard to say really what more they could do with him, and what other kind of adventure um, he would go on. Um, yeah, it's it's tricky to say. I don't know what he could do next. Was an unrealistic expectation with maybe uh, some kind of crossover movie. On a similar topic, I was watching this video where this guy was talking about how Mr. Bean could kill Superman. Yeah, I know, it sounds crazy, I know, but yeah, there is apparently a way it could be done. Like, you'd have to find the video and watch it, but it would be one of those cases where he just blunders into a way that turns the situation in his favor, like as has happened, like in well, at least in the real life show, like he could um, accidentally stumble across kryptonite or something and inadvertently weaken Superman. Yeah, that was something that I think did come up in that video. Anyway, I digress. Just find the video and check it out for yourself, or I could find it and link it. Uh, Next question is from Gongner, who actually remembered to post a question this time. Um, what do you think about the new Wing Karibo level 6 and new Crimson Star Dragon? I really like Wing Karibo level 6. You're one of quite a few people that actually told me about that card. Um, and I had to look carefully at it and see that it's kind of dressed like Flame Wingman. So it's like, oh wow, Elemental Heroes are getting their own Karibo. Um, but yeah, that card I really do like, and I love how it's treated as an Elemental Hero and favourite card. Um, so you could search it off for emergency call or Elemental Hero Flame Wingman Infernal Rage. Um, that's something I do like. Um, and now I already did have this discussion with Matt and Alison Welch, and uh, it did make me wonder what I could drop for my Elemental Hero deck for him. It's really hard to say, considering that it was so difficult to fit in the stuff from Power of the Elements, and while there are still old elemental heroes in there, I feel like there's hardly anything left in there that resembles a classic elemental hero deck. Hey, at least it works. Um, I mean, I remember his suggestion being either one Spirit of Neos or oh shit, what was the other suggestion? Uh, oh fuck. I'm just drawing a complete blank. We did discuss this literally just the other day. I know what I can do. Scroll through my messages. Wait, no, that's not the right chat. Um, God, what a video. YouTuber decides to be antisocial and look at his phone during a recording. um, whereabouts is it? Um, it definitely did come up. It also depends when he asked it. Seriously, where the dickens is that message? Damn it, I can't find it. I can't remember what the other suggestion was. Yeah, yeah, he'll have to tell me later. Um, as for the Crimson Star Dragon, I need to remind her of what it does, but I think if I remember, it was another way of making the Crimson Dragon easier to summon. Well, here we are. Shining Star Dragon. Level 4 tuner. During your opponent's main phase, if this is in your hand, quick effect, you can target a dragon's synchro in your graveyard. Special summon this card, and if you do special summon that target with its effects negated, then synchro summon a dragon synchro using this card. And a dragon monster synchro summoned using it can't be destroyed by battle. Um, so yeah, I do like that. That is a cool way to bring out the Crimson Dragon on the opponent's turn, without one of the spells or traps getting destroyed. Um, so yeah, I could do that if Stardust Dragon or Stardust Spark Dragon bites the dust, or even Axel Synchro Shooting Star. No, yeah, Axel Synchro Stardust Dragon. There we go. Um, let's bring that out. Um, so yeah, it's a very cool card as well. I don't know how many copies should be played, but it's definitely something I would happily play in my Stardust Junk deck. And the last three questions are from Weber's 5. Sorry, itchy nose. One, did you decide if you were going to build the new Supreme King deck from Age of Overlord? Um, wait, did I say I was? I can't remember. Uh, I mean, there's no plans to make it in real life. Like, I have a question. Why is everyone asking me if I'm gonna build or rebuild a certain deck when I've said multiple times that I'm not gonna build or rebuild any more decks? Um, I mean, I might make it online, even though I've not read the new cards, or maybe I have read them but can't remember what they do. Um, and maybe I could put them into my Supreme King deck on Edo Pro. I don't know. Um, but yeah, either way, there's no plans to do it in real life. Maybe I'll do it for online games, but we'll see. I'd need to read the new stuff. 2. New idea for a deck build challenge. The Richie challenge. Cards in the deck must begin with a letter in your name. Victory is obtained by either a standard victory method or only controlling face-up cards that spell out your name. Interesting enough to try or decline? That does sound interesting, yeah, I'll give it that. I mean, I might give it a go, but obviously maybe not in real life. Um, but again, online, maybe I can see what I can come up with, and then show a game with it. Um, but yeah, we'll see if I give it a go. 3. Song you really like right now. That's hard to say because there's many songs I like. In fact, too many that I put on my own personal Spotify playlist. Um, I don't have like one certain particular favorite song. There's actually lots and lots of songs I like. In fact, didn't this question come up before? I swear it did, but I can't remember. Um, but yeah, there's a lot that I like. Um, I mean, I guess more recently, I've taken a liking to Good Time by Carly Rae Jepsen and Owl City. Um, and of course, there's Free by Kelly Clarkson that I really like. What Doesn't Kill You Makes You Stronger, Breakaway, and My Life Would Suck Without You. Um, Get in with the siren! Sorry. Um, mind you, there was one other song that I did like by Kelly Clarkson, which was the first song I ever heard, and that was Sober. In fact, I first heard it at the end of episode 1 of season 7 of Smallville, um, and I really liked the song and wondered what the name of it was and who sung it. And after some digging, I found out that it was, of course, Kelly Clarkson and Sober. I haven't heard any other songs by her though. Still, those first four I mentioned are, I guess, the main ones I've listened to lately. Um, well, I do have a diverse music taste. Um, Not so much a lot of newer tracks, but I mainly like stuff from the late 90s and early 2000s. Um, yeah, I'm very old school like that. Um, and yeah, that's it for questions in this episode. This is the first long one we've had in a while, and that's what she said. But yeah, thank you very much for your guys' questions. Very cool as always. And if you've got any other questions you want to ask me, post them in the comments down below. And remember, I do these episodes every Tuesday afternoon or evening, UK time. So be sure to get your questions in before then so that you don't miss out. Thanks again, stay safe, and I'll catch you guys later. See ya. Thank you very much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to the Richician YouTube channel.